fresh green chillies, deep fried, shallow fried in the remaining masala of the Amla pickle. I'll just share it with you. So this is the Amla pickle that I made. So do try making your own Amla and green chili pickle. Thank you for watching. These are amlas, and since it is winter, I usually take amla juice in the morning because it is winter, it's cold, I haven't had, so they are just rusting. What we are going to do, we are going to make amla pickle. Although they are turning yellow, but they're just fine from inside, so we are just going to boil them. So in a patili, we have taken all the amlas. They're roughly 1 kg, little less than that. Kept it on the gas for boiling for roughly 10 minutes. That's about it. And no need to chop them. They are going to uh, be very soft, and you can just chop them easily later on after they are boiled. I'm going to add salt to this. I'm adding 1 teaspoon of sandha namak and 1 teaspoon of haldi powder. So let it boil. So we are going to take mustard oil. This is home grounded red chili, and this is haldi, turmeric powder. This is rai. We will mix it in the grinder. This is roasted jeera powder, and this is jaggery gur. I'm going to add a little bit of it to make it a little sweeter. So here we are going to soften the jaggery with the rolling pin. That's about it. So here the amla is getting boiled. Let it boil. Although I like amla flavor a lot, but good would be a nice twist to it. Now the thing is, I'm putting rai, good amount of rai. This is roughly 2.5 teaspoon of rai. All these are already in roasted and grinded, but still I'm adding, so that 1 teaspoon and roughly 2 teaspoons of jeera powder. Again I'm adding 1/4 and 1/4 half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, and to this I'm adding 1 teaspoon of red chili powder. You can add a little bit more, so 2 teaspoon of red chili powder. And to this only I'm going to grind it in the mixer. I forgot to add the songs, that is fenugreek seeds. I will add ilachi also, 4 or 5 of them, they give good flavor. I'm going to grind. 5 minutes are up, but still it's not done yet, so I'm just going to cover it a bit, not whole of it but little bit, partially cover and partially open, and let it still boil. See, wow, beautiful fragrance is coming. We have churned all the rai. You can see rai powder. It is better to take the original rai in its pure form rather than buying rai powder packets. So this is really yummy. It's going to be very nice flavors coming. See, now I'll explain you the signs. If you see, the amla has outlining. We don't need to chop it. They're going to come out easily. Thin fine lines you can see. Once they are boiled, these lines, they will get chopped on their own very fine. So we are just waiting for that boiling point when you can just get that point. So it will remove all the impurities. That's why we are boiling it, and nice flavor is infusing in it. So let's just wait for it to boil. In the meanwhile, in the wok, we are going to add the mustard oil, roughly 200 ml. So I'm adding good amount of mustard oil. I'm not measuring it because I know how much I require. So roughly it is 1.5 glass, maybe. I mean 1 glass maybe. That's about it. So this much, so that you know how much pickle you have taken. Little more, I mean more oil doesn't hurt. I'm going to burn it. I'm going to add pinch of salt to this. It helps in burning of the oil fast. So see, now this is done. The whole big boil just came, and you can see the layer has become very softer. I'll just take it out in the parat, the pieces, and then I'll show you how soft it is to break through. I don't have to cut open. Just see how soft it is. It's just breaking out easily. So I'll just show you. See, it is so soft. It is breaking easily. So we'll just chop it off. So here I have got all the amlas ready here. They are very soft and nice. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to just chop it and remove the seeds like this. See, it is just chopping so fine, so easily. It is very good for skin, hair and everything. Very good for health. Good source of vitamin C, the highest source of vitamin C. It's Indian gooseberry, amla. It's very hot, very difficult to chop. So I'll chop it in some minutes and then I'll show you. But it is very soft, I tell you. So here, these are the seeds of the amla that we need to remove. I've sliced a bit. You can easily remove the cover that is darkened. Otherwise, it is very fine from inside. So need not worry. See this amla? This is very soft. Automatically it breaks like into two pieces. See? So although I have, see, this is one, and see, it breaks because it has got one, I got it too high boil, and that is when you know that it's done. See, already, and see, it's slicing in two easily. So these are all done. The, like we have imaginary line going, similarly the amlas have an imaginary line for pati breaking them. So they are easily cutting, and see how lovely they are. Even they have oxidized, doesn't matter, they are breaking into two, but they are very fine from inside. See, it's only the cover, but they are beautiful from inside. So now our this oil is hot. I'm going to turn off the oil gas. Now let it cool for 1 minute. So see, this will actually melt in the hot oil, but right now it is very hot. I don't want it to burn. So these are, I'm just going to make little pieces so that they mix well. Okay, so now here to this masala only I'm adding 1 heap of salt so that the salt gets mixed into the pickle. See, I'm going to stand a little bit on the side and then do it. So now the whole masala has gone inside. I have mixed the salt also that I put. So adding the whole mixture, and then we will add the jaggery to this hot oil. Okay, so keeping the camera slightly away. Wait. So I'm going to add the jaggery from the side so that it doesn't split up. Very finely it will melt into the oil. See, I'm adding the whole pieces, and I'll just get the spatula. So here, try and mix it well. The gas is close but the oil is hot. Okay, so here you can hear the oil, but the gas is switched off, mind you. So just mix it and let it boil and melt. This jaggery melting is very important. So this hot oil will help the jaggery melt. See, it is already melting. You can check. So the whole flavor of the jaggery will mix into the oil, and it will create a different flavor altogether, because we know that amlas are bitter in taste, although we have boiled them, so it takes away the bitterness, and we have deseeded them also, and it already has salt, so I've only added 1 teaspoon of salt more, not much. I think whole of this jaggery is almost done. Once you know that the jaggery is done, I had taken three pieces of jaggery, just not for making it sweet, just to enhance the flavor. Now I think it's all done, so I'm going to add the amla pieces to the oil, and then I will cook it for some time afterwards. First, let me add whole of the amla pieces to this. Gas is closed at the moment. So here all the amlas I have added. I was thinking the oil is too much, but I feel that this is done. I'm thinking it is already boiling. So this I got the vinegar. I'm going to add 1 cap of vinegar. I was about to add, the light is not working, but anyhow the vinegar I have put this much only, just 1 cap about it. That's all about it. And the camera just switched off. So that's it. I've added the vinegar, not much. थोड़ा सा और डाल देते हैं if you need be, little bit more. Just leave it as it is. Keep it away from any water or anything. Just cover it, or just keep it open on the dining table. Keep it aside for 4 hours. Then we are good to shift it in the glass jar. So this is 1 glass jar, roughly 28 kgs. Sorry, 2.8 kgs is the capacity. And this 1 glass jar is also premium glass jar, Piramal company, whatever it is, but this is very solid jar. Okay, and so this costed me 150 rupee, and the bigger one was a little expensive. This is the leftover oil that couldn't fill in the jar. I'm adding green chilies that I kept. I'm going to switch on the gas now. We are going to shallow fry the green chilies. Keep a distance because it's going to split up once the oil is hot. And then I'm going to put the green chilies pickle in another jar. So these are the green chilies pickle that I'm making out of the remaining oil. So it's not necessary that you're going to take whole of the oil, and once it's done I'm going to add more green chilies once it is finished. So let's just heat it and shallow deep fry. See, I have slitted the chili so that the whole flavor comes to the masala and everything, and then there is no scope of it getting spoiled. So make sure that the chili gets little bit of frying done. So then we will cool it, and again we will put this chili pickle in the jar, glass jar. So you might be having any jam bottle or anything, like I'll just show you. Like this is the jar I got of some souffle or some brownie that I bought. So I have washed it thoroughly, it is dry. So once this green chili cool down, I am going to shift it to the jar. So I'm not buying a new jar for this. I'm using the one that I had bought otherwise. So wow, beautiful fragrance is coming of the jaggery and the whole masala. It is beautifully infused. I had also added 1 teaspoon of salt and chili to the main amla pickle. So it will be 2 salt and 2 chili because the flavors were not that strong because of the jaggery. So I added 1 teaspoon of salt more. So you add the salt and red chili according to your flavor. So I have separately made this chili this thing. Personally, this gravy of this achar is also very tasty. So even if the chili finishes off, it's very yummy. So I didn't have much chilies at home right now. So I'm making most of what I have. So we'll cool down this. Now if you see, the chilies are done, and we'll just let it cool. Fresh green chilies, deep fried, shallow fried in the remaining masala of the amla pickle. I'll just share it with you. So this is the amla pickle that I made. So do try making your own amla and green chili pickle. Thank you for watching.